we're bringing back a friend of the show, Greg Hartly. He's a body language expert because we saw something last week at the last Trump rally. If you're watching Newsmax, the only place you can watch it, Trump was throwing a hat and a Sharpie, and he caught it. While you watch this, I'll have Greg watch it, and I want him to kind of analyze what's going on here. But watch this as Trump catches a baseball cap, MAGA cap, and a Sharpie. Watch. That was from the rally. That was from the rally last week. So, Greg, that was give us a sense of what's going on there with Trump.
Well, I think what we see is, he's confident, and then it's a victory. He's in front of his supporters. He caught something. It looked good. It looked like his timing was everything. I mean, this is not a young man, but his timing's everything, and he's catching everything and doing what he should. Compared to.
And the internet went crazy with that because here he is. He's 74, 75 years old and catching the hat. It's on, he throws it back. And then we got this guy, Joe Biden, who's only a couple years older than Trump. And look at the difference. Go ahead. Do the Joe Biden one, guys. We got that already. Let's go to Joe Biden. There you go.
There are problems.
Are you worried about it?
Well, look.
Like, what is that, Greg? What's that moonwalk, steps backwards? And by the way, look at that carving they put down for him. Go ahead.
The only good thing about these guys staying around until the only thing older than them is paintings is we get to watch them forever. And we've been watching Joe Biden for decades, so we know that's not the Joe Biden of yesterday. We know he was more boisterous. He moved his body more. His arms are hanging down. People who age, their shoulders are used less, and we see that in him. Matter of fact, we see a lot of his activities that are shadows of what he had yesterday. His typical thing is bluster and then whatever he's selling's after. And he was more coherent in the past, and some of that bluster now doesn't make sense.
And sometimes, his hands move a lot slower. It's more deliberate. Is that a sign of anything? It could be dementia onset, early onset, or is it insecurity? What are your thoughts?
Well, it's hard to tell if it's dementia without, a medical doctor being involved and all that. But he's certainly not the guy who was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. If he were that guy, we'd be in a different place than we are today. He would be a lot more blustery. That could be a lack of confidence, could be thinking as he moves his hand to his face and his mouth. This is, it surely doesn't look like he is altogether there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So I got a little bit of heat. I did a little monologue, tongue-in-cheek, had a little fun with Scooby-Doo. Velma came out as gay. Roll that soundbite, folks. Go.
Promised. Here are your Scooby snacks.
Now, you see the expression on her face, Greg? She, and her glasses fog up. Is she really gay or is she just trying to be cool? What do you think?
Well, you can't tell anything by a cartoon, of course. What cartoon artists are fantastic at, though, is capturing the kind of body language that we talk about all the time. So that fogging of the glasses and all that is showing that she's attracted. It's the culture, culture shifts in where we live. And that, if you saw that in a male versus female, any of those kinds of things, you would associate it. They're really good at capturing the attraction thing. What you don't see here is in real attraction, people's eyes have a tendency to dilate and that kind of thing.
So maybe they fog the glasses because they don't want to tell us if she's actually become lesbian or if she just is trying to be cool because it's a cool thing to do right now. It kind of brought me to the question, and I wonder these things out loud in our editorial meetings. Well, if Velma is gay, you go to some of the other characters, look at the other Scooby-Doo characters. Fred, very good-looking man, well-dressed with the ascot. I'm not generalizing. I'm libertarian. I don't care what they're adults. They're of age. Do you think, now let's take a look at Fred before we get Greg's response, but take a look at Fred. Folks, you think he's gay or straight? Watch.
To the mystery machine.
Okay. All right. I was hoping we get a little sound there, but go ahead, Greg. What do you think? Is Fred gay?
Yeah, look, for many years I did theater, and I had a gay friend who said to me, "It doesn't matter how you dress. That's not what makes you gay."
Okay. Fair enough.
Way to look at it, right?
Listen, no problem here. My brother-in-law is gay. I was just wondering if they're going to go ahead and say Velma's gay. Is Fred gay? I don't know. Anyway, Fred Hartly, always good having you on. But you got to see that difference between Trump and the confidence that Trump exudes when he's on stage and when he's walking around and talking to people. And then you have Joe Biden there who's, gosh, he's lost in space at times.
Well,
Final thought, Greg.
certainly a difference in the way they've aged. Yep. Greg Hartly. Yep. Thank you.
Greg Hartly. I tried to get him to weigh in on whether Fred from Scooby Doo's gay. I wouldn't bite. All right, Greg. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. That's what we do here, folks. Yeah,
Thanks.
Got to have a little fun. All right. Don't take it too seriously.